Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode here on African Confessions. The following story that you're going to be listening to, it comes from a translation of a message that I received, and the translation of that message, it reads like this. Hello, how are you? Can you please post my story as anonymous? My name, you'll call me Lerato, and I am a woman that is aged 22 years old, and you'll say that I am based in Soweto. That is the place that I have chosen, even though this is not where I am staying. So I want to share with you a story that I have never told anyone. You see, I used to be very confident. I am someone that is okay. I am full of energy. I am a girl that is full of life, and I love dancing. And my mom was also a very good dancer. This is the first time that I am struggling with self-esteem. Hence, I am asking for advice if I should continue on this journey or I should stop this content creation journey that I have tried to embark on. I never struggled really in my life with self-esteem until I downloaded TikTok. So it was all fun in the beginning. For me, it was just something fun. I would post mainly outfit videos, dance challenges, makeup looks, and here and there I would try to look funny. My family and friends, they were like my hype. They hyped me quite a lot. I thought that maybe I was going to blow up and I was finally going to do something for myself. I was trying to be an influencer and I wanted to look good. And then that was when the first body shaming comment, this one, it killed my confidence a little bit. I posted a harmless dance video. It was nothing extreme. That was when I saw a comment, and then this comment, it was like for another woman who was bullying me, and the comment was like, this one is too fat for TikTok, Claire, you need to sit down. And when I read that comment, it stung me, but I ignored it. Then the comments from that woman, they got worse, and it was as if the woman had recruited other people that were following me to start bullying me. If I show you my TikTok account, there is nothing positive that people say in the comment section. It is always negative stuff. Why are you so big? Your arms are so big. You look like a man rather than a woman. Why is your feet like that? Those are the toes of a man, not a woman. Look at her belly. How many kids have you had? Your stomach is fighting for freedom. You want fame, girl, but you need to go to the gym first. Oh, shame. She thinks that she is pretty. You look so old. Why do you look so old, yet you say that you are still young? You've never been married. You look like someone's auntie. Why do these thick girls love to embarrass themselves like this? People were always laughing. There was even another woman who duetted my video, just mocking me, and people were even stitching my videos of my feet, saying that I was not a woman but I am a man, like a transgender. So this really hurt me, and I never knew that TikTok can be so toxic like that. My TikTok experience turned into a nightmare. I even started hating myself. I started deleting some of the videos. I started hating anything that has to do with social media, and I never thought that this would even go to Facebook. So these people, they looked for me on Facebook, and I started to get a lot of followers, and I was not posting. So I then said, let me migrate from TikTok to Facebook, since I am getting a lot of followers there. What I did not know was that people that were searching for me on TikTok, then they were also following me on Facebook. And then they started to comment on some of the pictures, like old pictures, and they made me to lose my self-esteem when they would comment on those pictures. I started avoiding mirrors and I started changing. I was even embarrassed to look at myself in the mirror. I felt as if I was dying inside. And then the worst day, the comment that made me to stop social media altogether. There was a comment that really broke me completely. There was one girl who posted a duet with my video and said, "Guys, stop lying to fat girls. This one needs therapy. She does not need to be famous." That night, I nearly deactivated my account because I was so depressed. And then the depression that I was getting, the mistake that I did was that I never told anyone about it. So it started to eat me from the inside. I was even ashamed to let people know that this was the bullying that was happening to me. So, and most of the people that do bully those that will be trying to create content, what you do not know is that each and every comment that you might say, someone might even think about ending their life. And this depression, it is real. Sometimes I would sleep the whole day, skip meals, will delete even photos in my gallery, thinking that somehow those photos will leak on the internet and people will say that I am ugly. I started hating my own body. I started comparing myself to those perfect girls online. I started losing interest in the things that I loved, and now I have a problem of avoiding people, staying inside my room for days, and most of the times I feel as if there is a dark cloud that is just thrown on top of me, making me to feel as if I do not belong anyway. So I need help. I want someone that has been through this to give me advice. What is it that I have to do to regain my confidence? Because TikTok, it really destroyed me. People think that it is funny when you say hateful words to someone online, but you will be destroying someone's spirit. You think your comment is small, but it can become someone's mental illness. You will think that she will be fine. That is why she wants to be a content creator. So you need to get used to everything. You can say that it is just TikTok, but someone can end up with a mental illness. I'm still trying to heal, but it does not even work at all. I am feeling shameful of my own body. So I need advice from people that have experienced social media bullying, and you can tell me, how did you manage to cope? Because as for me, I am unable to cope at all. Dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our DM sister. Let us try to speak with our dear sister in the comment section. She was saying that there was even one day, she said it was at night after she had seen some terrible comments on her videos, and after she had seen those terrible comments, that was when she went out to a spaza shop. She then bought cockroach poison that she wanted to drink so that she can die. But along the way, she said that she met her best friend, and her best friend then said, "Let me accompany you to the spaza shop." When she got there, she said she ended up buying some knickknacks instead of buying the poison that she wanted to buy, because she was scared that a friend was going to ask her, why are you buying the poison? Yet she wanted to drink it before she would have gone home, so that when she arrived home, she would have already drunk the poison and then she can just die. And she says that maybe it was God who made her friend to come by and to accompany him to the spaza shop. So let us talk with him in the comment section. She is looking for advice. She says that she wants therapy. Let us move over to our next confession. The following story that you're going to be listening to, it comes from a translation of a message that I received. The translation of that message, it reads like this: "Hello, Brother Nashi, how are you? Can you please post my story as hidden identity? I am a Zimbabwean man that has been staying here in Cape Town for the past 11 years. I have never returned back home. I do have a child with a woman. She is someone that is okay, but she is someone that loves to sleep around a lot. When I came here, I was HIV negative, but because of her, I ended up being HIV positive. Even though I saw that she was dating other men, mainly Nigerians, but still I wanted to be with her, that was when she gave me HIV. I used to have a car. I sold that car and I used the money on her. I was unable to raise any more money ever since that time. People can say that it is not expensive to go back home. With about 2k you can be able to buy a bus ticket that will take you to Harare. But what people won't know is that after you have spent 11 years, it is no longer about just buying a bus ticket, but it is about you going back home. And 11 years, it is not a joke. You can imagine the developments that they have done in our area where I grew up staying. And another thing that embarrasses me is that both of my parents, they passed away in this 11 years, and I was unable to go back to bury my parents. So to return back with nothing, it really embarrasses me. That is when this guy came into the picture. There is a man who has a tavern, but it is a nice tavern, not one of those Lokshen taverns. This one is different, and most of the Zim people around here, they go and drink alcohol at that tavern. So this guy, we became good friends because there was one incident that happened. There were some other Zim guys that were unruly in that tavern. They just wanted to disturb everyone's peace, and then I started to beat them up because I am someone that loves to go to the gym and I am always in good shape at all the times. So I beat them up, and then the guy then said to me, I see that you are someone that is tough and you can handle this. I want you to become a doorman at the tavern. So this is what I do, especially over the weekends, and he pays me good money. We became good friends. One day when I was washing his car, that was when I saw something that I can say, when I looked at it, I knew that this thing, it is used for money rituals. It was an idol. And then I asked him about it, and he said, oh, you saw it, you were not supposed to see it. That is how I ended up talking to my boss about money rituals. He has since told me that he was assisted by other people here in Cape Town when he still used to work for Eskom, because he was an engineer before he started this tavern business and other businesses that he has here in Cape Town. He said he started to face a lot of difficulties in his business, and then he went to a traditional healer. He was then given some charms which he could use for his business, and he has been using those charms ever since. He has told me that he had to make 2 sacrifices. He sacrificed his son, and later on he sacrificed his wife's younger sister after he had impregnated him. And they were told that in order for them to maintain the wealth, they were supposed to sacrifice someone else. He then sat down with his wife, who knew already that he had impregnated the cousin sister, because the wife had too much hatred for the cousin sister because of what she had done to sleep with a man. Then she chose that she was supposed to be the one that was supposed to be sacrificed the second time around. They did that sacrifice. He said that when she had a miscarriage, they took the fetus that came out and they went and they threw it into the river. That is how he completed this sacrifice. This man has told me that if I want to make as much money as he is making, then I have to sacrifice the woman that gave birth to my son and to sacrifice my son as well. I have been thinking about it, and this man has said, why do you even care? When you go back home, you're going to get married again to a Shona woman, and you'll be able to have more children. Already this woman, she is not assisting you. If she really wanted to assist you, you could have gotten married by now. You could have gotten a good job because you would have proper documents here in South Africa. So he gave me an example of himself. He said that once he impregnated a South African woman, she wanted him, and they went and they got married. That is how he managed to work for Eskom, because his documentation was proper. So he was like, this woman, look at him, she gave you too many STIs like you told me, and she gave you HIV. So why do you feel sorry for her, knowing that you come from different countries? Just use her blood and be rich and forget about her. You can still get married to a beautiful woman who can give you children, many children even so, and you can start your own little tribe. I need advice from your listeners. I am someone that has a kind heart, and what my boss has been telling me to do, it goes against everything that I think that I used to believe in. I need advice from your listeners. When you post my story, please tell me. I'll be following through in the comment section. Dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our dear brother. Let us try to speak with our brother in the comment section. Do not do it, dear brother. Please do not do it. Then there is another message that was sent to us by one of our dear sister. The message, it reads like this. Hello, Brother Nashi, how are you? Can you please post my story as anonymous? I am a 39-year-old South African woman. I've never had a child in my life. So I watched this video about a tokoloshi, and I heard that if you are someone that always have dreams and you are breastfeeding, then it means that you are a wife to a tokoloshi. And I agree, because when I was only 15 years old, that was when I was taken by my father from KZN. He then brought me to Joburg, and I started staying with my stepmom, who was from Malawi. That woman, she started hating me after I had found out that whenever my dad was working on a night shift, there were other men that were from Malawi that would enter into her bedroom and sleep with him. My father used to work at a mine, and that woman was also working at the same mine. She used to sleep with a lot of men that were from Malawi. The day that I found out, that was when she decided to bewitch me. I had a dream. I saw my grandmother, who was a Sangoma. She was telling me to pack my bags and to leave Joburg so that I can return back to KZN. And the dream was very vivid. It was as if it was happening for real. But when I woke up, that was when I saw my stepmom. She was standing in my way, and she said, "You're not going anywhere." The very next day, my stepmother then asked me if I had any dream that I had the previous night. And I heard a voice. This was my grandmother talking to me, telling me that I was not supposed to tell her that she had visited me in my dreams. But then she pulled out some money, and she said, "I'm going to give you this money. You can go and enjoy and buy whatever that you want to buy." So I then took the money, and I told her the dream about my grandmother coming to collect me because she was scared that something bad was going to happen to me. When I told her the dream, she then started to laugh, and then she went into her bedroom. She came back, and she had tea that she had made for me, yet in her bedroom she had no stove or anything. How she had made the tea, I do not even have any idea. She forced me to drink the tea. Then she said, "You can go out and you can play." I used the money with my friends. That very same night, that was when I had a dream. I saw that I was in a graveyard, that I was sleeping on top of a grave, and then there were women that came that were wearing black clothes. They started to remove my womb, and then I woke up. I was in pain. Ever since that day, I have had painful periods, and I vomit whenever I am on my periods. And the dreams started when I was turning 17. Then I started to have dreams I would be breastfeeding a child that never grows, and it stays the same. Now I am still having those same dreams. So if you know of any prophet or any traditional healer that can assist me with some charms or anything, I need advice from your listeners, and give me the phone numbers, please, of that person if you know any such person. I wish to have a child. I wish to get married as well, but I can't conceive. I have had men that I have dated in my life, but I am unable to have a child. That is all that I wish for. Dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our dear sister. Let us try to speak with our sister in the comment section. Strange things indeed they do happen in this world. She was saying that most of the times when she has these dreams, it's either she's breastfeeding or she is sleeping with a very short man that says she is the wife to that man. And this man, whenever he comes, he brings food and he forces her to eat. And when she wakes up, if she would have eaten cake in her dream. When she wakes up, she says that her mouth will be sweet. If she would have drank cold drink, when she wakes up, she will feel that she is someone that has just recently drank cold drink. So let us try to speak with her in the comment section. Very soon we will bring a program. If you are someone that have like dreams that you want to be translated, I will tell you we have someone who is willing to translate the dreams that you would have had and you want them to be translated. So I'll give you an update on that.